Hello, welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Mass Effect 2. Where we last left off, we began the loyalty missions for both Garrus and Thane Krios, who's there just behind me actually. Slightly worried he's going to shiv me in the back, but hopefully he doesn't. We had to come to the Citadel. Garrus had found a lead about his former teammate who betrayed him on Omega Sidonis, the other Turian, who apparently had his background disappeared by a man known as Fade, who turned out to be an ex-CSEC officer known as Harkin, who we encountered in the first game. Basically one of the first CSEC officers that happened to be human, and basically got drummed out the force for various issues that he had, shall we say. But no, here we are with Thane Krios. We're going to enter obviously the Sakura wards once again and speak to Captain Bailey to see if he knows anything about Kolyat, Thane's son, who apparently is being hired as a hitman to maybe take someone out. See, we don't really have much of the story, but Thane's asked us to help him how we can, and that's why we're here.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy. I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
Yes?
My associate is trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Aren't the ducts dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the Keepers run. The Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors. Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake, and you should fix the problem yourself.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepard VI when you talk to him. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
You don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked Sakura for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
We better hurry then.
You didn't tell him that Kolyat plans to assassinate someone.
He's a cop. He tried to stop Kolyat and one of them could end up dead. I don't want that.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Shepard.
We have also a forged ID we took from the factory district while assaulting and chasing after Fade. I don't know who the forged ID is for. It's probably just a random person we're going to bump into. Might have been someone actually at a checkpoint there. We'll keep an eye out. It may not even be someone on the Citadel, but it tends to be the case when you're doing a loyalty mission on a various world. It's usually it's for someone on that world. I wonder if it's worth having a run around, just have a look. Maybe. I spoke to the Krogans in the last episode to tell them there was no fish on the Presidium. You know what, yeah, we're going to have a quick look, just to run around the lower level, and then we'll take the rapid transit up to the upper level, just to see if there is someone who could use this forged ID. I mean, it'll probably get us some renegade points, but since I have it in my possession, I might as well get rid of it somehow. Let's see if someone has a unique name. It's normally the best bet.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Indeed. No. Straight to warehouse again.
Wouldn't a refreshing, delicious Tupari sports drink hit the spot?
Not really. Anyone? No.
Tupari, now available with dextro amino acids.
Okay, let's get ourselves up to... Go to the dock first. Anyone? Oh, there's the gunny chief. No names that stand out. Nope. Okay. Oh, there's Mouse.
And our porn games they sell in Shinakiba are really nasty.
It's not something I expected us to listen to randomly. Heavy pistol damage. We need to save our credits. I need to go back to Omega in the near future to buy that heavy skin weave to give Shepard a bit more health. No one's standing out. Oh well. It'll come in handy at some point.
Yeah, I can get that. No problem. Well, okay, that might be more difficult. No, it's fine. I got some Quarians who can strip the copy protection. Just costs more. Yeah, I got the package. It'll be there. Don't worry. I'll deliver it myself. That won't happen. You can count on me. Yeah? Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You Mouse?
What are you... Oh, shit. Krios. I thought you retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
We need you to answer some questions.
And the people I work for... Look, I can't answer questions for just anybody.
But you can for me. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for, they can make me disappear. I'd like to help you, Krios. You always done right by us, but I ain't gonna die for you.
Look, you know Thane. He wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Do it for him.
I want to. He was always nice to us. But these people ain't nice, Krios.
Nobody's gonna know you talked to us.
Mouse, I swear that you won't be named.
All right. He came with that hollow you took of me. Said he wanted a job. I ran through your old contacts to see who might give him a shot. The guy who offered was Elias Kellum.
One other thing. That Shepard VI you're selling?
Oh shit, you heard? Look, you were dead. It was totally legal to make a VI of you.
Give me a copy, we'll call it even.
What? I mean, sure, yeah, absolutely. Sorry about the whole... Just so you know, there's 3 Volus who are patching it all the time.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was little people when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward. Shinakiba. He's seriously bad news.
You did good, Mouse.
Yeah. Hope I live long enough to pat myself on the back.
Kellum will never know.
I hope not. I'm out of here, Krios. Next time you're in town, just don't bring the family.
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than Kolyat ever did. He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees. Bare feet black. A dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then. But I left him, as I left Kolyat.
Mouse said you had a hollow of him.
Yes. A foolish bit of sentimentality. I can perfectly recall every moment I spent with Mouse. He pulls at my arm, smiles. He wants to know that I'll remember him, that anyone will remember him. I take the hollow. He smiles at himself in miniature on my palm. Then a frown crinkles his brow. He pats my pockets, checking for other hollows. Where's your son, Krios? He asks.
Don't blame yourself.
If I don't, who will? We must carry the weight of our decisions, Shepard. You, of all people, know this.
Let's head back to
Yeah,
Thane.
that's true. So we have the Shepard VI. Where can I use that? I'm kind of curious now. Don't remember ever actually picking that up.
Yes?
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum. Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the C-Sec charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
He pays you off. You were eager to help us before. What about now? Is it too inconvenient?
I said I'd help. It's just there'll be repercussions if I don't handle it right. He and I give each other space. It keeps the peace. I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight, and if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
We've got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here.
Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if C-Sec gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
We should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
I plan to improvise. No plan survives contact with the enemy anyway.
I suppose that's true. I won't interfere then. This will be difficult. If we're too gentle with him, his advocate will get past Bailey. If we're too rough, well, we need him alive.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
I place my faith in you, Shepard.
Get me out of these restraints, Bailey. Pretty funny bringing me down here like this. Who the hell are you two?
Bailey has nothing to do with this. We just want a few answers. Off the record.
Off the record in a C-Sec interrogation room? Sure.
You hired an assassin. Who do you want dead?
I want to see my advocate. You two are in way over your heads.
Pay attention, Mr. Kellum.
That wasn't a good idea, kid. That is gonna cost you. Hit me again, asshole. Every punch is another credit in my pocket.
Works for me.
No! Do you know what I'll do to you when I get out of here?
Keep it up, tough guy. You'll leave in a bag.
Go to hell.
Ease up. He's no use to us dead.
Are we done here? Because I got people to see. Like the guy who's gonna sue your ass for assault.
How about this? You tell us the target, you never see us again. And Bailey drops his price 50%.
Yeah? Can I get that in writing?
I don't think either of us want this in writing.
Alright. I ain't going to jail for the tadpole. And I do love a bargain. Joram Talid. Turian running for office on the Zakira ward. He messes with legitimate businessmen. I'm gonna stop it.
Where and when?
His apartment, the 800 blocks. You better hurry.
What's going on here? Get away from my client.
You played me.
I've enjoyed our chat, Elias. Thanks for your help.
This isn't over.
Nicely done.
Wait, you got what you wanted. Who ratted me out?
Well, I guess you'll have something to think about while you're in here, huh?
I'll find out. And once I have a name,
Elias, as your legal advocate, I advise you to shut the hell up.
Where were you 5 minutes ago?
Held up in traffic.
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram? Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Are things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
Before the Battle of the Citadel, the alien population thought we were violent upstarts. Look what's happened since then. A human fleet guarding the station for months. C-Sec filled with humans. Anderson does what he can, but some people have lived on the station since before humans had starships. They see it as a coup.
If a majority votes for him, like it or not, that's how the system works.
That's a nice ideal, Shepard. Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Anti-human Turian running for office. That may not go so well. But then we did save the council and sacrifice lots of human lives as well, so... being pro-human isn't exactly my thing, I guess. I'd be a bit of a hypocrite if that was the case.
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow the lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
The darkest corner with the best view. Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
Here we go.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
Show the...
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
This should come in handy.
Following. Have you got him? Do you have the target?
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of Goliath?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
No problem so far.
And there he is.
I've got him.
Trying not to lose sight of him, really.
What's he doing? I'm almost in position. He's letting the bodyguard do all the work. That lets him deny involvement. Target in sight. No sign of trouble. I see him. I'm following. Where is he now? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
I'm relocating to the next room. Let me know if anything changes. No problem so far. What's his status?
He's meeting a couple of mercenaries. Looks like the same group his bodyguard comes from.
He looks nervous. Could be he's noticed you.
Maybe he saw Kolyat in here somewhere.
Also a possibility. There are obstructions ahead. I'll try to go around. Don't lose him.
You're running for office. Lots of people watch you. Yes, sir.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing back here?
I'm with the Citadel Health and Safety. We've had vermin reports in storage areas around here.
What? You can't be serious. How did you get in here?
If I didn't have authorization, how did I get in? You see any other doors?
There's the keeper. Never mind. Just go on through, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah, just don't let my boss see you.
we haven't lost him. Good. What's he doing? Oh.
Kolyat!
Oh, she's an out!
Thane!
I saw.
He's heading to Khalid's apartment.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up. Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec. Put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. What the hell?
Khalid, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I will.
Take the boy into custody.
You son of a bitch!
Your father doesn't have much time left, Kolyat. He's trying to make up for his mistakes.
What? So you came to get my forgiveness? So you can die in peace or something?
I came to grant you peace. You're angry because I wasn't there when your mother died.
You weren't there when she was alive. Why should you be there when she died?
Your mother. They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the deep, I went to find them. The triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them. Eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers. Boys, take Kolyat and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
You're doing him a favor, Bailey. Thanks.
Yeah, well, send me a Christmas card or something. I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Thane has dealt with his son. He should be clear of any further distractions. Thane's personal matter revealed troubling issues with Citadel politics. May have to support Elias Kellerman and similar criminals to counteract anti-human bias. Bailey at CSEC offers a possible recruiting opportunity. We gained a fair bit of experience, not enough to gain us our next level. We gain shredder ammo, which is good against organic targets. Thane has a new outfit. Heavy pistol damage research upgrade available, and some more credits from Cerberus themselves. Okay.
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the CSEC archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a Drell. We never caught him.
10 years is a long time. Whoever was responsible for that probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
How'd it go?
Our problems, they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
I watched those guys shaking down businesses and threatening humans.
But he can't just get away with it.
The kid wants to make a difference. Give him community service.
Community service for attempted murder? What jury would agree to that?
None that I've seen. This would need to stay out of the judiciary. Strictly within CSEC.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
And there we are. That's Garrus and Thane's loyalty missions complete. There's probably a few things we can still do here on the Citadel. Offhand, I still don't know who I can give that forged ID to. But I'm quite happy to leave the Citadel now. Get ourselves back on board in Normandy. And we may as well speak to both Garrus and Thane. See if they have anything new to say to us now that their issues are solved. Now we'll see what is remaining. See, Tali still has an issue. As does Samara.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Not dog. Dear human, the clan leader told me how to get in touch with you. I don't remember much of what happened, but the chief scout said you pulled my quad out of the fire when I got caught in poison over at the Whalelock camp. Next time I have a chance to kill a human, I won't. Unless I go into a blood rage or something. I got to go to the female camp after I recovered, and it was pretty good. I was actually thinking of joining the blood pack before this happened. I think I'm going to stay here instead. Good. And that unlocks sniper headshot damage. This bonus affects the entire squad, but it's only for sniper rifles. Kind of a shame we didn't play an infiltrator, but oh well. Heavy pistol damage. So when you have assault rifle accuracy. Okay.
I can't believe the collectors were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Who knows what the Reapers did to them? Creepy. Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
You actually think we'll find something worse than Collectors or Reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about tracking Sarah to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Commander Shepard and your perverse grins. Oh dear. Oh, it's good to laugh. God. Okay. We had that moment together.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve. Few do. We owe our existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
Yeah. One thing of interest. It's interesting to me. I might as well mention it. I don't know. There's a series of books. I think they're wrote by David Gemmell. And I think the first one I ever read of his novels was a story called Waylander. And it talks about a middle-aged or aging assassin. And it talks about how he grew up and was part of the military of his nation. And then basically settled down with his wife, and I think he had at least one child. I can't remember how many children he had. But obviously he settled down in a forest. It's like a fantasy novel. Medieval fantasy sort of idea. And one time he comes back and his family have been killed by bandits. And he then changes and he becomes Waylander. Basically someone who starts tracking down the murderers of his wife and child. At least I think it's definitely at least his child as well. But basically, yeah, he starts hunting them down. They all had bounties on their heads, and he uses their bounties to then fund the search for the others until he finds them all. And only when the last of them is dead does he realise there's nothing of his original self to go back to. And Thane's story just reminded me of that novel and of Waylander's story and how he lost himself in vengeance. I don't know. I thought I'd mention it. What should we do? What can we do next? There's various people we can speak to. We'll get ourselves up to CIC because that's how I tend to always end these videos. Don't know why. Just seems like a habit from the old Mass Effect videos.
I want to speak with Tali. She seems very worried about something.
I know. Let's have a look at our journal, shall we? We have Samara and Tali, who still have personal matters we need to deal with. Okay, what is our level actually? We're level 25. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to end this video here and now, and when we come back, I'm probably going to speak to Samara first about her personal matter before speaking about Tali's. Yeah, I think we'll do it that way. Obviously see how Samara wants our assistance. And then, obviously, once both loyalty missions are complete, we'll go into, obviously, various side missions before we go collect the Reaper IFF. Because we know that's not going to go well for us. Definitely not. But yeah. This, of course, has been AnthWolf with Mass Effect 2. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care. As always, if you have something to comment and you so desire, feel free to do so in the comment section below, and as I say, I'll see you for more next time. Until then though, bye bye now.